I'm Corinne. Welcome to my channel. I am continuing a reading that I started. This reading is to find out now about a new man in someone's life, and he is a Sagittarius, and she is a Libra, and she wants to know if there's anything going to happen. She should stick with the relationship she's in or pursue something new. So I just pulled some cards here. Well, a lot of cards flew out here, so I'm keeping them as a story, because whenever they fly out all together, I think it's a story. If there's not too many, I don't know, just something in my mind. Sometimes they fly out and my mind says, put them back. Other times they fly out and my mind says, keep them. So I don't look at them. I just do whatever my mind tells me to do. So, okay. Right now, at the center of what you're thinking and feeling about, and what's, I would guess, what's just at the core of you right now is the Queen of Wands. This is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. She is an excellent, excellent manifestor. It can be a he or a she. It just is, it doesn't have to have a gender to it. And he or she is someone that can, just like when they want something, they think about it, they make it happen. They know how to use the law of attraction. They know how to just create what they want. They're very intuitive, in tune with the spirits and the guides and all that kind of stuff. And just at one with, oh, I need to do this to make this happen kind of thing. And they just do it effortlessly. Okay, so in the past, you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this was like an offer or love, something just didn't ever come to fruition or come together, and maybe you were caring about a Cancer, Pisces, or I'm sorry, a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo, something like that, but the offer never came through. Maybe you thought they were going to offer their love and they just never did, something along that line. And then we have in your immediate past the same. Okay, so this is you, the Knight of Swords. This is Libra. It's someone that's coming in super quick. They decide what they want. They make their choices. They go for it. So you might have gone in towards someone, but it didn't pan out like you expected, and your heart was sad. And maybe you found out they had a three-way party or something, but you've come out of that. You're not, like recently in your past, you've come out of some sort of heartbreak. So the heartbreak may have been a while back, but this is you, and this is what is recent. So you've if it was this direction, you would still be in heartbreak, but here it's turned over, you're letting the swords fall out, and you're just healing. And then what's on your thoughts is the Ten of Cups. You and your husband have the same thoughts going on. You're both focusing on wanting the perfect love, and knowing kind of there might be something better out there for you, and that there might still be your Ten of Cups waiting for you. Maybe right now you have 8 cups, and that's good for some, but you want the other 2 cups that fulfill it completely. Okay, so here we have coming up in your future, we have the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So the Queen of Swords, this is you, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I like the Queen of Swords. She has been through a lot in her life, but she's not bitter for it, but she's learned her lessons in life the hard way. And she's just, she doesn't put her heart on her sleeve. She doesn't tell exactly what she's feeling to everybody. And she might be a little reserved with her emotions. And she sees clearly if you're BSing her, she knows it. And she's a good mom. And she comes, sometimes she's not necessarily in touch with really what everyone else is thinking, but she has the good intentions. She might just kind of swipe her sword and be like, yeah, whatever, enough of that. We're not talking like that kind of talk. This is the Queen of Swords. But so in your future, this is you. So you're standing in your own element. That's really, really good. You're focusing on the lover. So you're going to have to make a choice coming up really soon here on love. And so is it going to be him, or me on my own, or whatever? But you have a choice coming up for love. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. That's standing independently and doing your own thing, taking care of yourself and being just taking care of yourself. Look at all the beautiful things she has. I mean, I think we already had this card come up in the other reading. And so she's just self-sufficient and has everything she needs, but she doesn't really rely on anyone else to get it for her. So you might be standing on your own here. It doesn't necessarily need material. It could be material items too, but it could just be you're stepping away. You've made a choice, and now you're going to kind of stand on your own. Maybe step out of the marriage and be a little more independent to pursue what you want to pursue. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. So this is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This is forward momentum with the water sign. And I think you might just not go flying forward towards anything for a minute. This is just in your immediate future coming up. So you might just kind of make a choice, kind of stand on your own for a minute, but just kind of wait and see before you go full force forward. You might have also, well, I don't know. I was going to say something trouble with traveling plans, or something might be delayed. You might be making a plan to go see someone, but it doesn't come out right away as you want. It's not saying it's not going to happen. Something might just be delayed, maybe problems with the vehicle, problems with the plane, problems, something like that, where you think you're going to go somewhere and it just doesn't fall together at the last minute. So maybe you're standing on your own, you make a choice, you find your independence and think, oh, I'm going to go make a trip and see this person or do something to someone else, and it just doesn't quite fall together immediately the way you want it to. But, okay, so I wanted to see here, what are his hopes and fears, and what are your hopes and fears? And we're still talking about the Sagittarius all throughout this reading, okay? And so his hopes are the world. So his hopes are that he's going to, and this is, the world is all about completion. Cycle's complete, and just feeling really, really happy about where you're at. So he's wanting to end an old cycle, start something new. And he's hoping that this new cycle will be what makes him content and happy and what he's been waiting for. His fears are the Page of Pentacles. So maybe he's a little fearful of, I don't know what you do for work. I don't know if you make a lot of money, if you're just starting to make money, if you have been a housewife. I have no idea what the situation is, but he might be just afraid that that it's going to be new and never go into something ever, like it will never culminate past just the new stage where you can actually be together and see each other. Or he might be concerned, like, if we go forward this, how am I going to afford everything? And then your hopes and fears are, your hopes are the Empress. So your hopes are that you're creating something, and that you're just being really just like fertile with life, fertile in anything you decide you want. It's going to kind of come to fruition. She's much like the Queen of Wands. She can create, and what she wants to happen, she just lets it happen. She knows how to manifest and make things happen. And it also could be pregnancy. So you might be wanting to have children with this person or something like that. So when you get the Empress, do be careful if you don't want children, that you just protect yourself. But this is your hope, so it may be possible that you can start a new family and you really want to have children with him or something. And then you have your fears is the King of Wands in reverse. Well, the King of Wands is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. So maybe your fear is that he's just not going to come forward, and it's not going to be the one, or he doesn't return the thoughts, because he's a passionate king, and he's loving and kind, and just comes at you just really passionately and fiery and hot kind of thing. And so maybe you're afraid that's not going to happen, and that maybe he doesn't actually like you at all. Excuse me. Okay. And then I want to know, how does he see you? He sees you as, wait a minute, that's how you see him. I'm sorry. I'm like, that doesn't feel right. How does he see you? Because you got 2 on that one. Okay. He sees you as someone that's been through a lot and is sad, and kind of maybe dealt with a water sign that's made you unhappy. But he sees you as someone that's like, you're kind of remorseful that you have to walk away from something, not as someone who's like, oh, well, big deal. He sees you as someone who cares deeply and has regrets about their past and has been hurt a lot in the past. So I don't know if you've shared with him your feelings and thoughts, or he just senses it, but he does see you as someone who's been through a lot of hurt. And you see him as the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So as the 9 of Cups, you see him as like your wishes fulfilled. Like, okay, this guy's going to provide me all the contentment I need, whether it be financially, lovingly, whatever. He's pretty much got it all. He can afford all these cups because he has all the money he needs. He's got all the love he needs. He's kind of gluttonous. He could even be like too much and doesn't share kind of thing. But just right now, you're seeing him as wishes fulfilled, more than enough, more than plenty to fill your cups of love. And you also see him, this is a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, of course. And so the Sagittarius, you see him as really fiery, someone that you find very attractive, sexually attractive, physically attractive, just everything. You find him as the whole package, and you really want to have a fresh beginning with him. You want to start it out and be passionate with him. You really find him that way. It's extremely passionate. And then I want to know what is going to happen with you guys. And so we have, this is nice. Okay, so the King of Wands, or King of Swords. This is you, again, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius card. And so this is going to be like, for an outcome, this is excellent. And the King of Swords, I feel like he's an excellent mate. He's a yes as far as mates go. And he is very loyal, very honest, very kind and loving. He doesn't BS you, so you'll know where you stand. And that, I mean, this is your energy, but this is also as an outcome very good. I love the King of Swords for an outcome of like, will we be together or something? Should I be with him? And then you also have the Lovers and the High Priestess. So the Lovers in this deck isn't as about making a choice as it is in this deck here, where you have a choice to make coming up here in the future. This Lovers, they've already chosen each other, and they are love. They are complete. Like, look at that. The dolphins are in the background, and they're just come together, and they really, really have passionate kind of, I mean, look at them. It's beautiful, really. And then we also have the High Priestess, who's kind of the same. The High Priestess is all about, these could both be water energy, Pisces energy. This is Gemini, the Lovers, I'm sorry. But this is Aquarius. So I don't know. I'm saying Pisces at all. Okay, this is Aquarius. This is Gemini. So these are all air sign, really. All of your outcome are air. So you're going to be feeling in your element with this relationship, how it works out. And you're going to be really feeling yourself here. So you're the King of Swords, the Lovers that are being really loved, not having to make a choice. The High Priestess, who follows her intuition, and she just, she's arced like the moon because she has the same intuition. She follows her intuition just like the moon. And so with her, you're following your intuition, and it's bringing you out to this Lovers and to this you being completely in your element with just a really content kind of happy relationship. And so then over here, you asked me what is your best outcome for you? Like, what's the best outcome? And so I pulled these cards. We got the Fool. So he's all about I flipped these around though, so let's do them in the actual order they came in. The first card was the Death card. So the Death card is all about putting something to death. You have to let something die before you can let something else be born. So your outcome is to let something die, to let a relationship go. And then this is also the sign of a Scorpio, but it's just basically as your advice for your outcome is that you're going to walk away from something and let it go. And you're going to make a choice. So he had a choice to make. Now you have a choice to make. And this is fiery energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius right here. And so maybe you're choosing to go forward with him. And then you have here again, more Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy, the Fool. It's all about a brand new, fresh start and taking the leap of faith and just trusting something's going to come good of it. And he's got his little trusted little companion with him, and they're going to jump off the cliff and be caught in the hands of the heavens and just know they're safely going to land exactly where they need to be in life, exactly where they're supposed to be. So that's coming up for you. So that's really good. So I'm thinking that you are going to go towards him. It might take a minute. Like you might have a little bit of, just planning and things to do and letting things come together. Let me see what's at the bottom of this deck. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this is coming out of feeling left in the cold. So more and more pentacles in your reading. So maybe he is pursuing your ex's or your current partner is pursuing this Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, and it made you feel left out in the cold, or you didn't, something, or he felt left out in the cold and he pursued that. But right now you're coming out of the feeling of being left out in the cold. Like you're seeing it for what it is or what you want, and you're not crying over it anymore. You're just kind of like, okay, I don't feel left out in the cold. So once you move out of this relationship or move into, whether you make it work or don't work, whatever you guys are going to do, it's going to make you feel better about your situation. You're not going to feel like you don't know where you stand kind of thing. And then at the bottom of this deck, we have the Pisces card. Pisces or Cancer. And this is the moon. And it's just about really, once again, follow your intuition and pay attention to everything. And some things you might not really see clearly. And just, so even if you can't see them clearly, your intuition knows. So follow your intuition. And especially where the Pisces is concerned. And just pay attention. Because you have it inside of you. Everyone does, to follow their own intuition and to really know how things are going to play out before. We don't need someone to tell us always. I mean, it always helps. I love to have readings and stuff too. Even though I do readings, I'm like, read for me. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. And so now, the next question we have, and this is the final question here, is about your finances and what's the best path and what's going to kind of happen with your finances. Let me clear all this out of the way. And so I pulled some cards for those already. And so I'm going to put them in the order where they come. A lot of cards were flying out. I thought, okay, I'll just go with it. Okay, so you have the Ten of Swords. So this is Libra, Aries, or Libra, what am I trying to say? You guys. Air sign energy. And then I can't think of any air signs right now to save my life. That's so weird. What are the air signs? Anyways, it's Libra. That's so weird. My mind is blank, like I know them by heart. Okay, the Ten of Swords energy, but this is all about just you worrying about things and just feeling like, oh no, I'm not, there's no way, I can't handle this, this is too much. And maybe someone's told you, oh, you can't make it on your own, you're never going to be able to support this or do that or whatever. So it's just all your thoughts and fears over the years about financial and Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. See, I never say Libra first, so when I say Libra first, it throws me, but I have a way of saying all the signs, so I go in order: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, so it kind of threw me off. But anyways, so this is the air sign energy, Ten of Swords, worrying and stressing. But then this Knight of Wands comes in, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, and it doesn't have to be a person, it could be a situation because we're talking about finances, but someone or something is going to come in really quick that you weren't expecting, and it's going to have a great offer or solution for you. But you're not going to see it clearly at first. You're going to kind of be confused and nervous, and this is more of your energy. So you need to, don't trap yourself. Don't be afraid to face it. Don't be afraid to see things for what they are. Take your blindfold off, get up, walk out, and know that you're fine, and you can walk towards whatever you want. And then next you have the Queen of Pentacles. So she is super independent. She makes her own money, her own everything. She's surrounded in beauty. She keeps coming up in the readings. She's just letting you know you'll be abundant. You'll have more than you need. You don't have to have anybody else provide it for you. Or if you do have someone providing, it's going to be fine. You're not going to be out worrying about your bills constantly. You're going to have whatever you need brought to you, or you're going to provide it yourself. And so then we have the Nine of Swords. So you're still up in your thoughts, sleepless nights, just worrying more. You're showing up a lot in your finance reading, so you're really kind of worried about it, but you don't have to worry. It's going to be okay. So these are all just thoughts. Remember, the swords are all thoughts and concerns. They're not real. They don't necessarily going to happen unless you focus on them so much you bring them to fruition. They're not reality yet until you make them a reality with your thoughts. So let those thoughts go. And when you let them go, you get the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is just about, well, look at it. That's a treasure chest right there. It's about having everything you need to build your home and having more than enough money you need for your happy foundation. Whatever you need, you'll have it, and you won't have to worry how you're going to get it. Just like the Queen of Pentacles. She just reaches in her chest, pulls out a new pentacle every day, and keeps going. That chest just keeps being full. So now we have the Queen of Wands. This is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And once again, so you're going to be either this fire sign that you're speaking to or speaking of is going to come and try to help you, and or not try and help you, but maybe they're going to be the solution you need. Either that, or it's going to be you just going forward and manifesting something on your own and just using your own law of attraction, your own manifestation abilities, and just making things happen for you. And so at the end of the month or so, like it won't be long, maybe a couple months from now, you're going to feel, this is you, Libra. This is the Libra card right here. and justice is going to be feeling like it's served for you. So justice is all about whatever you've put into it, you're going to get back no matter what, whether it's negative, positive, anything in life. It's karma, basically. And so it's all just about your karma being served. And so you're probably working really hard right now, and you're just waiting to see how things are going to play out. So that's telling you, don't worry. You're going to feel justified in the end. You're going to be good. This is you. You're going to be in your own element, feeling completely content. So I don't know where your career, like I really don't know where it's leading you. I was trying to get, something to tell me. And so I just pulled a bunch of cards, but it still doesn't really tell me where. But I think that this Sagittarius is going to have a big role in it. But your advice here, these are all worry. You have these worry cards right here. And so if you take the worry out of it, there's nothing at all. It's just all perfect. So this is all just stuff. So you don't want to manifest that. So, all right, looks like you have some choices to make coming up in your future. But at the same time, it looks like your guides and your spirits and your angels, whatever you want to call them, they all have your back and they're watching you, and you're going to be just fine. So I'm curious to see how it plays out. Please keep me posted, and thank you for choosing me to do your reading for you. You have a great day.